Hey, Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Friday sit rep. It's Big Chungus week, which just feels kind of weird to say, but it's the truth, man. We got a new M113A4 in this case that we're going to be taking a closer look at in the design room here in a minute. You will be able to use that promo code LUNAR to save yourself 15%. Not only that pre-order, but just about everything all the way through Monday. Remember, whenever we have a site-wide sale running that is a coupon code, our coupon codes don't stack. So there is no drop day promo this week. Those are only for the weekends that we do not have an existing sale running, but that's even better, right? Because then you get 15% off your entire order instead of just that one pre-order in particular. And then before people ask, yes, we will get to the winners of the most recent MOC contest here after we check in the design room. But like I said, it's Big Chungus week, so we got to jump on into the design room and hear a little bit more about this build. All right, Brickmaniacs, like I said, we're taking a closer look at Big Chungus, or more accurately, an M113A4 armored ambulance. All printed details, 2 custom minifigures included, and a significantly updated design if you were paying attention to Dan's Instagram. So we are joining him in the design room to take a little closer look at this epic build. Obviously still in prototype phase, but you can already see kind of some of the layout for what we got going on online there. Dan, tell me a little bit about some of the new updates that got brought to this design.
The big thing is the hull shape.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to change the hull for a long time. I mean, it's been years since we've done a new M113, and we've sort of had the same hull body for years. And then ever since these triangular tiles came out, I've been itching to get it changed, and it's finally happened. You know, I've been seeing it, watching it from a distance. I got to get it. Clenching my teeth, waiting for the opportunity to get these done and get it out. So M113 being one of the more numerous vehicles we've made in the past. It's just been a long time since we have the digital instructions for the old ones out. They've been out for quite a long time. Did all those add-on packs, and here we go again. We're going to be basically going through the whole series with a new update, but we've never done an armored ambulance, so that was where I wanted to start.
Cool place to start, yeah, right, especially in tan.
Right, and then that sort of Big Chungus meme has been going around for a while. So I'm like, all right, I got this. This is where we start.
It is based off something in reality too, so it's not like we just decided to call our M113 Big Chungus.
Right. You could Google M113 armored ambulance Big Chungus, and you'll see where we got the name from. It's no secret.
Well, obviously that front end is what got people really excited when we kind of initially saw how that was integrated there. Other than that, what else are we looking at play functions wise? I mean, I'm sure we've got lots of hatches, everything else going on.
I redid the suspension on it, so the tracks aren't nearly as tight to the hull as the previous iterations are.
Give it a roll.
Yeah, you can see what the difference is. It's a combination of different wheels, different the geometry of the whole thing. Spent a lot of time. I've really been working lately on improving the functionality of our tracked vehicles. And, these new V3 tracks that we have that we're using in our kits now, they are a little bit of a step above. They're much more reliable. So I'm a lot more comfortable going, hey, let's work on the mechanics of this.
Really make sure it works, yeah.
They're no longer... it's more than just a model now. It's actually more of like, okay, we can play with it.
You can really play with it. That's
reliably
awesome.
Play with it, not have to worry about them coming apart or inconsistency with the tracks. So, really liking that. The new body shape gives me a little bit more cleaner hull style. I wasn't able to get it 100% closed up here, but I'm not even worried about that. Gap is so insignificant. It's to me, it's not even an issue.
Well, and to have that such clean slope like the way you got going there,
right.
That definitely looks much more like the vehicle.
Right, and this whole front end is going to be printed. You're not seeing what you're not seeing is the printing. You'll see that in the renders when those come out. These big Pelican cases up on the roof will all be printed. They'll be nice because that'll be an individual piece that you'll be able to play with.
Cool to see some gear on there. That's
right,
awesome.
and this is kind of a there's not a whole lot going on here. There is a mount for your M240 if you wanted to put that on. Typically, you don't see an M240 on an ambulance, but
yeah.
they've been known to put them on there. It's not unheard of, especially when enemy combatants are targeting medics, and so they have the right to defend themselves.
Absolutely.
Of course, nothing says, hey, we're going to fight back more than M250. M2 50 caliber machine gun.
Yeah, sticking out the front of that looks like a cannon at that point.
Well, it is effectively a cannon, so you don't want to be messing with that. Let me just show you, run through its paces. It does do the normal stuff that you would expect from an M113. So you have the back ramp. The ramp, of course, has the door in the door feature that we always put in there. That hasn't changed at all from some previous versions. There's another hatch on the roof. This is going to come with Let me see if I can get these guys out of here. I need fingernails. This is like the curse of
Push it up from underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
there
curse
you go.
of being a builder is that you don't have any fingernails. So you do have the roof hatch, the commander. Of course, we will get two minifigures. They'll be similar. They're not going to be like anything special. Let me pull this roof off here. So you do get the roof
That
does
was
come
slick.
off.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it comes off, and most of the roof comes off in one piece. If you want to take the rest of it off, you're going to have to take it off piece by piece. But you do get access to the interior.
Heck of an interior. Looks like a stretcher in there too.
Yep, there is a stretcher in there. Yeah, two stretchers. You got the tire stretcher,
Tire stretcher and the minifig stretcher.
I guess they'd call that a litter. So you do have the commander's seat. Right now, it's down in the lower position, so you could set the guy in there, set your commander figure in there, medic. The only problem is he's kind of tall. You're not going to be able to really close that hatch real easy.
Sure.
You have to lean him forward to get him in there, but he does work. The driver is right now standing on a box, so he can have his head poking
his
out.
head out of his,
that box actually is included. People were upset that in the previous I didn't include a brick.
For them to stand on?
Like, you don't have a brick. Come on. So
Well,
I
there you
did.
go. Now
I
you
did
have it.
include the brick. You know, it like I said, it's an all-contained vehicle. Really happy with how smooth the lines are on it. Every feature that you'd expect on our M113 is on here. And this is just the beginning of like a whole series of similar vehicles. You'll have the track guard, the mud guards, and the fenders, and all that stuff will be in future vehicles. The one that we were copying just didn't have them. And you see that's really common that they'll rip those fenders off because if you're out in the field, you get mud in your tracks and mud into your fenders. It's a real pain in the ass. So they actually
Try to clean them up.
I think it's just field expediency. Like, we're tired of these fenders. Let's just get rid of them.
Avoid the problem by removal. Nothing wrong with that.
Right. It's a noble idea, but in the field, especially when you're dealing with mud and snow and things like that, it's just not practical.
Well, it is always exciting to check out a prototype model that we know is going to lead to more, especially when you kind of have that brand new base design. And obviously the M113 itself is an iconic vehicle. And like you said, cool to start with a more modern ambulance look. And then obviously, if you're familiar with the big Chungus meme, it just all comes together to make one heck of an awesome kit. Available on pre-order right now. And like we said, you can get it 15% off with that lunar code. Go ahead and give it one last roll. Otherwise, Dan, thanks for checking in. All right, so some exciting things there when it comes to the continuation of the M113 line. Definitely like that new chassis base build. So excited to see where that goes from here. But like I said, it is mock contest winners time. So I'll run through the prizes just one more time. Our runner-up prize, or our third place prize, is going to be Modern German Special Forces. Then we're going to have the 6-wheel ATV as the runner-up prize, and the grand prize for this year is the Kiowa Warrior. The one in particular is the OH58D Kiowa Warrior, the more modern one. So that one will be the grand prize winner. Let's jump on in. All right, so jumping right into it, we will start with our third place runner-up. This is Owen's Spec Op Mock, which Owen has actually been a winner a couple of times, maybe once before. So clearly, whatever you're building is a popular thing here with the crew at Brickmania, since they continue to vote for it. So nice little Spec Ops compound raid, it looks like, going on here, like the base plate detail and the addition of the palm trees, and then the way that helicopter is posed above the buildings with people grappling down, and that extra scene there on the side with guys kind of posted up outside looking like they're ready to breach that door. So excellently done, Owen. All right, moving on to our runner-up. There's plenty going on in this mock as well. This one by EJ's Legos, making nice use of that base plate there, packing in every area with people hunkering down. That Humvee obviously has seen better days, same with the building behind it. Nice integration of the fire elements there, and obviously some cool perfect calibers, etc., spread throughout here. So a well-deserving runner-up as well. Moving on to our grand prize winner. This is Coil's mock, and if you'd told me that the grand prize winner was going to be a World War I mock, I would have been like, "What? You're crazy," because we just don't see very many of them. But this is a really cool take on the Spec Ops theme here. And if you look at Coil's Instagram handle, I suppose it makes sense because it is quite literally at the Great War in Bricks. So congratulations there on being our grand prize winner. Hopefully you'll be able to make use of a more modern helicopter. It doesn't exactly fit with the Great War theme, but what I like about this build is obviously you got that no man's land up above, and then the real story of it all takes place below the ground, in that dug trench and in the trenches, as was the story for most of the war. So congratulations there. Thank you to everybody who submitted. So there you have it. And as I've said in the past, remember you can participate in MOC Monday every single month in all of our retail locations. So make sure to stop by if you're in the area, or if you're a regular at one of those stores, make sure to start building and join in and participate, because I know the crew and the people who join in on those really do have a great time. And you can snag some exclusive badge bricks, which we change up every once in a while. So you'll be able to get either a collection of them or a couple different ones as you continue to enter in those. And once again, they are monthly in all of our locations. That'll just about do it for me here on a Friday. The Bafeel Panther will be back on pre-order for Monday, so you'll be able to take advantage of that for the last day of the sale. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching.